7 days a week, 365 days a year. My best bets always in the premium area, as are the best bets of our handicappers. It is March. It is March Madness. It is already March Madness is full swing. It is, I said this yesterday. I'm going to say it every day during March. If you're the type of person that gets upset 5 minutes into a game or celebrates a win at halftime, this is a good time to maybe go to a remote island that has no electricity and not watch sports and not bet, because this is not that time of year. We saw a 14-point lead evaporate in Penn State, Nebraska. We've seen 20-point leads evaporate. We've seen buzzer beaters. We've seen guys brick free throws, make free throws. We've seen backdoor covers, front door covers. We have seen whitewashings. We saw North Texas, in what looked to be a war, win by 20-something points in the last 5 minutes. And it happens. And that is why it's the madness. That is why people like me love this. It's like you are not going to go if you hear from somebody, I've won my last 17 games in March, I would just delete that person from everything I know, because there's no way that it's possible. Maybe, I don't know. But I've never seen it, and I've been doing this a long time. Brian? Rod?
If somebody said they went 17-0, I'd buy their package and bet the opposite of their picks from there on out. That'd be a surefire winner.
Yeah. What? How did you do yesterday? How did it go? Did you win?
4-1.
But that was with all college basketball.
3-1 college basketball, 1-0 NHL. But today it's all college basketball for me. I didn't even look at hockey really.
I was 2-1 in college basketball, and I felt like I was. I don't know, maybe 1-34. It was like I saw my Nebraska lead dwindle away, and then the guy from Penn State bricks the free throw, and it's like the scenarios are going through my head, and it's like, don't foul at the very end, right? It didn't, and it was like, so we got my half point cover there, and then I had North Texas, who was trailing. A 16-point favorite. I had them at 14. I had given it out as a premium pick, so I figured that people had them in the 16 range, And of course, I honor it when the line moves and somebody loses. I honor it. All they do is contact me, and we give them, we honor a guarantee or whatever. But, yeah, and they won't end up winning by 20, So it's like just craziness, And I think we'll have more craziness today, as we have even more games, and a lot of the big boys kind of that were sitting on the fence now get onto the court, and it's always fun to watch. But
my loss was on Xavier, and they were up pretty nice at halftime, but that's why it's a full game, because they folded and got beat outright.
We also have 11 NBA games today, so. Also, by the way, we have 11 NBA games on today's card.
The lines were kind of late on those,
well, they come out like when I do the videos the night before. The lines are out, but a lot of times they don't have the total.
Yeah, I hate totals anyway.
So. A lot of non-verified picks. But we'll get to this. Anyways, Rod, how about you? You ready for today?
I'm ready for today. College basketball has been treating me good. 2-1 yesterday in college hoops. I won the last 2 days.
Any of those
15-40 the last month.
Any of those two feel like you lost? Like you were just. Was it a 2-1 kind of like, oh man, I'm just gonna relax like a Mercer game, or was it like like me, like where it was like, oh my god, I can't even eat dinner because I got the iPad stuck in my face.
Nah, they were easy.
The two winners I had, it got a little bit dicey there near the end, but no. Those were two cakewalk winners.
Who did you have? Who was your winners? I didn't have any cakewalks. Who are the winners?
The winners were New Orleans, the Privateers. Cakewalk. They won by 23. Or 17. They won by 17. I think they put the scrubs in late. And then UTSA gave me a little scare. Charlotte made it a 5-point game, and then UTSA pulled away after that.
I know for a lot of
loss. I know Clemson, so
I know for a lot of people today, your YouTube Premium subscriptions either renew or cancel. So if you feel you've gotten value out of it, and you have your YouTube Premium, by all means renew it. We don't care, one way or another. If it's something you want, renew it. If you don't, I don't judge any differently, if you buy it or if you don't. But I don't know. I feel like we've more than delivered on what we've offered. So
does it auto renew?
I don't know. I don't know anything about auto renew. I don't know anything about the YouTube subscription things. You guys asked for it, right? I put it together. It took me like a week, right, to even be able to figure out how to do it, right? This is exactly how it went. And then we finally did get it up. And now you're asking me how it works. It's like that. I have no idea. It's like,
I assume it probably auto renews.
Brian's like, why don't you carve out a couple hours of your day and figure out like the entire top to bottom of maybe Brian should be our YouTube manager.
Yeah, I can do that. I can handle that.
Our YouTube manager, Brian Bittler. Why don't you contact Brian about our YouTube management? YouTube can be a YouTube manager. All right. Anyways, we got so much ground to cover. We got a game starting shortly. Toledo, Ball State, Oklahoma State, West Virginia. Wow. Maryland, Michigan State in your face before noon. USF, Temple, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Villanova, Georgetown, line dropper. Syracuse, Virginia. Surprising line movement there for me. Southern Utah against Northern Colorado. We got a lot of meat on the bone, so we'll just stop there at 1 o'clock. Brian, any of those?
Yeah, I like a bunch of them, but I'll try to zero in on two real quick. I like West Virginia minus the points against Oklahoma State. I think West Virginia is much better than even their record indicates. I think you're going to see that in the tournament. I think they take care of Oklahoma State and get some. I think Oklahoma State beat them outright last time they played. And also like Michigan State plus any points you can get against Maryland. I think Michigan State was a team that improved throughout the season, got a little better at the end. And then I like Virginia laying the points against Syracuse. I think Virginia is a class of the ACC, and I think they come to play against Syracuse and give them a 10-point loss there.
Rod, how about you?
For me, I'm gonna go the other way. I like Oklahoma State. I know they beat them outright on Saturday, I believe it was. I think they do it again. Their best player didn't even play in that game, so I think he's going to play in this game. I think they beat him again. Give me Oklahoma State on the money line. The outright West Virginia. Syracuse and Virginia, I like the under 130. I know that thing's dropped it's down to 130, open to 133. I still like the under. And I think Georgetown, too many points. Villanova, I'll take Georgetown plus the 7 in that one. I think that game's way closer as well. Battle in that one.
And Villanova's look like crap coming down to the end. So.
Well, they got their two best players are out.
And their two best players are out, yeah.
I like Georgetown money line in that game against Villanova. They had them at Georgetown, and they let the fish off the hook there. And I also like Michigan State on the money line too. I'm with Brian on that one. I think Tom Izzo and March. What we saw yesterday and what we've seen so far in these tournaments is the March coaches are marching, right? I mean, and that is what we're seeing. The guys that coach in March coach, and that's why that Oklahoma State West Virginia game is a no play for me because I like Oklahoma State in that game too. But I'm not betting against Bob Huggins in March either. He is a very good coach. Very good. I don't agree with everything that he does and and all that other stuff, personally. But as a coach, he is a good coach. Same thing, Syracuse. I love them here. I think I like a money line as well. Why not? Why not? Virginia was stinking at the end of the year. Stinking, stankin', stunking. They are the defending national champions. But we know that Syracuse is good for a 1 win and then out in their conference tournament when they're on the bubble. I love the comment during the game yesterday. Has there ever been a coach more comfortable on the bubble than Jim Boeheim? It's like he's on the bubble every year, and it's like he knows he's in. He knows he's in. I think they beat him. I think they beat Virginia. I don't like the way Virginia. I like teams that have been hot coming into March. Momentum has so much to do with it, and I'm gonna go with the Cuse in that one. Anyways, we got Kent State in Ohio, Santa Barbara, Long Beach State, Ohio State, Minnesota. That's a tough line on that game. If you like that one, you are braver than me. Oregon versus Arizona State, Baylor against Kansas State, Florida, Vandy, Miami, Georgia Tech, San Diego State, Wyoming, St. John, Seton Hall, Texas Southern, Alcorn State, Tulsa versus Tulane. And you'll hear me say this a lot in the next couple weeks. I love March Madness, man. All this before 3 o'clock, Brian. What more could a fan ask for? What more can a bettor ask for? I mean, it's not just the little crappy games. You got little crappy games. You got big, heavy hitters. You've got ranked teams. You've got teams that need to win. You've got the number 2 team in the nation. You've got the number 10 team in the nation that lost their last 4 games of the regular season, and now an 11.5-point favorite. You have got it all in this time slot. And your Arizona State Sun Devils to boot. Who do you like?
And I'm going to start off with Arizona State Sun Devils. They've been good to me lately, and they're playing.
They won one game for you. That's how good they've been to you lately.
They won more than one game.
No, one. Yesterday. They won one. They've been so good to me. Brian, after all I've done for you.
They're going to give Oregon a run for their money here today. I'm going to take all the points with Arizona State. And I think San Diego State puts a whooping on the Cowboys of Wyoming. Another team that I like to back from time to time, Wyoming. I think San Diego State's just going to keep on rolling. 20-point win there for the Aztecs.
Anything else?
Nope, just those 2.
Wow. Rod?
For me, we'll start off. I like Kent State over Ohio. Kent State's just owned Ohio lately. And I think they outright them again. Give me Kent State on the money line in that one. Beat Ohio in that one. Sticking with Ohio, we'll go Ohio State. I think they beat the Gophers on Lady 11, and I think Ohio State rolls over the Gophers today. I also like. I'm gonna go the other way. I think that's too many points in the Wyoming game. I'll take Wyoming plus the 15. I think they keep it closer than 15 points in that one. And I like St. John's over Seton Hall. I'm not a Seton Hall fan. I like the Johnnies. Give me St. John over Seton Hall. And then I'll take Baylor as well. Give me Baylor. I'll lay the 20. They win that by 3 touchdowns, no problem. Give me Baylor. 3 touchdowns over K-State.
I'm stealing your Kent State pick, Rod. That's an excellent pick. I like that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. And that's fine.
I live on an island in the middle of the ocean, and it's in order to get to the next island, people think it's like, oh, man, you could just go to Honolulu or something. It's actually, you got to get on a plane, and then you fly over, and it's like about a half-hour flight or whatever. And I'll tell you what, that's not far enough for me to stay away from this Ohio State-Minnesota game. You just stay the hell away from that thing. Just don't even go anywhere near it. It doesn't make any sense here. 11.5 is so right on the number for this game. It's like the books have this one so right. You can't win. No matter, you could take either side and still lose. It's like, it's not worth it. I don't see it. If anybody else has a point out there, I know Rod said he likes Ohio State. I don't see it. Okay, I see a team that lost their last 4 games going into the end of the season. They were all against good teams. But really, you go a little further back, and they really weren't that much of good teams. I think when we saw that Ohio State had the issue, and they looked tired, is the way they looked at the end of the season. They looked tired. And when they gave up the 82 against Penn State, when Brian liked Penn State against Ohio State, and you guys were like, stop picking on Brian.
Oh, that was they barely got that.
Oh, I know. They gave up 82 points against Penn State, 92-82 against Penn State. You say, maybe there's some problems here. And I ignored it, right? I took them against Michigan the next game. And they played well against Michigan. They just got beat. It's not like, they choked and whatever, the refs screwed them. None of those things happened. They got beat. But after that game, they were done. So is this 5 days rest that they have, is that enough to rejuvenate this team that is clearly reeling? Minnesota, but you talk about reeling, Minnesota's reeling. But now maybe, sometimes a team gets a win under the belt, like we saw with Miami. They get a win under the belt. Maybe they have a little bit of momentum. And then you have 11.5 points. I think Ohio State could win by 30, if they play their game. But at the other side, I could see Minnesota winning this game or making it super close. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm going to stay so far away from that game. I'm not even going to put it on the TV. How about that? I'm not even watching it. I don't want anything to do with it. I mean, I'm really staying away from that thing. I mean, I'm going to be far from that game.
Near. Far.
I'm taking Florida against Vandy. I don't even know what the hell the line is moving to Vandy. It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Florida is a great tournament-style team. There are certain teams that are tournament-style teams, and Florida is one of those teams, and it's like, if they make a run and win the SEC tournament, no one is going to be surprised because they are that type of team. I agree with Rod. I think that Baylor kind of comes out and puts on a little bit of a show today against Kansas State. I think they still think they have a shot at the number 1 overall, and I think if they win the Big 12 tournament, they will have an argument for that.
Yep.
Miami, I think, once again, why get off? Why change it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll continue to ride the Canes in their magical run through March, as it will be called. Man, I love March Madness, man. I just love it. Love it. That St. John's Seton Hall looks a little off to me, too. I think these are two teams that have been so inconsistent. Seton Hall really started the season strong, and that's when they beat St. John's, was like early in the season, like in December when they were playing well. When they played after the new year, St. John's was playing the better basketball, and they won that game. Who's playing better now? I don't know. St. John's lost to like Butler and stuff, so who the hell knows anymore? They lost to DePaul, Butler. I mean, who the heck knows? I'm going to stay away from that one, too. And our New Jersey bettors, they don't care about that one anyway. But, yeah, a lot of comments here. I haven't been checking out the comments because I'm trying to finish my late premium picks because those of you that follow our YouTube channel, you'll know I got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and did 7 more videos on top of I did the 11 NBA, I did all those college basketball. Then I woke up this morning and I did Florida, Vandy, Ohio State, Minnesota. I did Oklahoma, Kansas. I did Virginia Tech, Carolina, Wisconsin, Penn State, DePaul, UConn, and Colorado, Cal. I got up and did all those videos this morning at 3 o'clock. So that's why I'm still kind of scrambling around here. I've got too many things going on, but I'm going to try.
I got up an hour early, too.
I'm doing my best. So a lot going on. It is March. It is the madness. I just love this stuff. this is to me, this is the best week of the season. Is today and tomorrow are the best days. Yesterday, today, tomorrow are the three best. These are the ones. Because these are a lot of the teams that we bet on and against all season long. This is the last we're going to see of them, right?
Sweet 16, that was also nice.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's like it's less action. I mean, like here you just have so many games and so many teams and so much. Those Sweet 16 games are tight as a vice. The lines. And I remember that Wofford Kentucky game a couple of years ago. I mean, I'm still talking about it. It's like it's 4.
That's why you need a sharp.
It's like you got Wofford, Kentucky. It's 4. It's 3. The game ends at 3.5. It's like how in the hell did they score a half a point in the game? I don't know. Vegas did it. It's like no, I don't know. It was like it was 2 and 3 and remember that? It was like all over the place. It's like why is Wofford only getting 2 points against Kentucky? It's like they're begging you to take Kentucky. It's like I won. It's like I bet it 3 times. It's like I won, I lost, and I pushed all in the same game. It's like how is that even possible? It's like, but that's March Madness, and that is exactly why we love it. And it's like it's not for everyone. I know that, and that's why we cover all the NBA, the NHL, everything else. But it's like I love it, but it's not for everyone because a lot of people are too emotional with their betting, and it's like. The first 5 minutes of a game, they've either won or lost. And it's like, if that is you, you could ignore this entire segment of the show and just do not play March Madness. Because if you're the type of person that has a dog and it's like you love it when they hit that half-court three-pointer that makes it an 8-point game instead of an 11-point game, then this is your time of year. This is us, And people say, you got lucky. Yeah, when I win, you've been getting lucky. You're the luckiest handicapper I know. I think that's a good thing, right? It's like, but aside from that, because I hit my Jets dog of the day the other day in the NHL. You're the luckiest handicapper. It's like, well, I think at a certain point, you got to start saying that maybe it's not all luck. Right.
Some plays are luck though. Let's say Let's say you need them to foul with 1 second left and the team's already up 7. That rarely ever happens. And if they foul, and that's a lucky play. Normally that wouldn't happen.
So, I had in poker one time in Hold'em, I had the 2-3 of diamonds. All right, the 3-4 of diamonds. The flop. So. On the board, and it wasn't on the flop, but it was like throughout the board, 4, 5, and 6 of diamonds all hit. So I had a straight flush. Or 5, 6, 7 all hit on the board. So I had a straight flush, right? So that was luck, right? That those cards came in. But I'll tell you what, another guy had 8, 9 at the same table. I got lost in the straight flush. I won the bad beat jackpot though, which was like bigger than winning the hand. It was like that's called he stepped in it. I'm the guy who I have never won the lottery because we don't have it here, but it's like when I win, most people will be more surprised that I haven't already won it, because I am super lucky. I'm not like the person that has the giant list of losses to write off in Vegas on the slot machines. I'm the opposite guy, right? Where I have those slips that they give you. And the IRS is like, what the hell is this? Anyways, Buffalo against Miami, Idaho State, Montana State, St. Peter's against Ryder. Someone might be riding off into the sunset in this one. Boise, Nevada, Davis, Bakersfield, UCLA against the Beavers of Oregon State. FAMU, Morgan State, Creighton, Butler, Northwestern State against the Privateers. Brian, any of these?
Yeah, I'm going to ride the Beavers here, getting the points against UCLA. UCLA, yeah. Oregon State seems to be heating up a little bit, and I think this is a one-possession win here for UCLA, so I'll gladly take the points with a Beaver team that could easily knock off the Bruins. And then I like Creighton to absolutely smash Butler like they did just a week ago by 20. Butler got lucky yesterday. won the game, but they're going to get put out of their misery by Creighton today.
I do not like the betting action on that UCLA. I totally agree with your analysis that the game is less than 5, and I think it could go either way, but I would think like a 2 to 3 point UCLA win, but I do not like the betting action on that game for that scenario. But I said the same thing in my video.
That's why it's a lean.
Yeah, it's a lean at best. That's why it's not, on here. Rod?
For me, I like Miami, Ohio. We rode them a couple times. What Buffalo team are we going to get? The one that smacks people around or the one that just limps around? I think we get the one that limps around. Give me Miami, Ohio. Scrappy bunch. They come scrap with Buffalo today. Give me Miami, Ohio plus the 8. I also like in this spot. I'm with Brian. Give me the Beavers. They've been rolling. Now been winning. They're 5-5 the last 10. UCLA is also 5-5 the last 10. But what we like is the 7-2 against the number. Beavers definitely a scrappy bunch. I think that's too many points. Comes down to the last bucket. You take the Beavers on that one. And we'll keep riding the Privateers. New Orleans Privateers won yesterday handily. They're 6-4 their last 10. 7-3 against the number. Playing this Northwestern State team. I think they beat Northwestern. They are 9-1 ATS. Their last 10 are the Privateers as favorites. So we'll keep riding them. Give me the New Orleans over Northwestern State.
I like so many of these. I like Butler again against Creighton. I like the way Butler did exactly what we thought they were going to do. It's March. Butler is a March team, and they played March yesterday against Xavier. I agree with Brian on that Oregon State game, though. I'm not rushing to the window on it. That's for sure. I think that this Buffalo, Miami of Ohio, Buffalo's defense is so bad. They're susceptible in this type of spot. I think that I like Miami of Ohio there plus the points. It's Buffalo. Move on. Florida State Duke. Coach K getting points in March. Western Kentucky UTSA, Akron Bowling Green, Kansas Oklahoma, line mover on that one. Rutgers Indiana, going for a third win of the season, trying to win in Indiana against Indiana in March. UCF, ECU, UAB Rice, Missouri Georgia. Brian, any of these 7 o'clockers?
I like a bunch of them, but I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. I like UTSA Roadrunners plus the points against Western Kentucky. Last time they played, I think it was a 4-point game. UTSA just as hot. I think 8-2 to close out the season. I see this game staying within 4 or 5 at the most with the Western Kentucky win. But I like the points with UTSA there. And then the other one, like the Missouri Tigers at home against Georgia. Missouri had some bumps in the road at the end of the season, but I think they take care of business with Georgia, who isn't as good as their record indicates.
Rod?
I'm with you. Yeah, I like UTSA again today. They looked good yesterday. And that's just too many points as well. We'll take UTSA plus the 7 on that one. Keep it closer. If not, they might outright Western Kentucky. And the other one I like UAB over Rice. UAB is just by far the better team. I'll take UAB over Rice. And this is where Rice's little run comes to an end.
Anything else?
No, that's all I like, and that's up to the 8 o'clock, right? Yeah.
No, yep, 7 o'clock games. So I like Rutgers against Indiana. I don't really care about that other stuff about playing in Indiana and that they beat them twice already this season. I don't know. I just think they're the better team. Also, I know the Indiana fans really gave me a hard time all season, so this might be the last chance I get to pick against them. So a little bit of spite in there as well on that. I also like Kansas against Oklahoma. I do not like the way that Oklahoma played down the stretch. I didn't like the way they played yesterday, except that we gave out Iowa State. I remember I said, if you must, when I gave out my parlay, throw in Iowa State as a fourth team, and they covered for the third time this season against the Sooners, who lost 3 rivalry games in a row to end the season. And it's like, it's one thing to lose to Oklahoma State and to Texas, but these are your rivals, and you've lost 3 in a row to those guys down the season. Now you're going to come out and beat Kansas or like keep it close at 2.5? I don't think so. Kansas started the season soft. It was like all the blue bloods are suffering. Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State, Kansas, they all stink. Not Kansas. They were real good down the stretch. Real good. Beating everybody, including Baylor. I like Bowling Green against Akron. I know the line's moving in the other direction, but I don't care. I care not about that. I also like Eastern Washington against Northern Arizona. Kind of under the radar there. I didn't give that out as a premium pick, but I'm kind of looking at it like I should. So take that as you wish. But I also like Duke plus the points. I'm not giving Coach K 4 points. Not against a Florida State team that has shown they can fall to pieces on the road like that, right? We've seen them fall in North Carolina, the implosion. Then they lost at South Bend to Notre Dame, who got housed yesterday by North Carolina. This game is in Greensboro, so it's basically a home game for Duke. I like Duke here. I think outright against Florida State as well, money line. I like Brian makes the face. See, this is the thing when I do my picks.
I think you're smoking something.
But here's the thing: it's like I get blamed for picking on Brian, right? I get blamed for picking on Brian, but it happens when I'm giving my pick and he makes a look and then a right, and it's like, and I'm the bad guy for saying, but that's okay. I'll be the bad guy here. I'll be the one cashing my money line ticket on the Duke Blue Devils.
The line doesn't worry you a little bit?
Not one bit. Not in March. It doesn't. March lines are a different story. What was the line in that Xavier? That was moving. And so right? I mean, these teams, they don't care. They don't care. They do not care. In March, it is a different story. It is a different story. It's March Madness. It's March Madness, bro.
And then when some guy just randomly drops, like, I'm gonna drop all this money on this one side, it messes up your line when you look at it, and then you're like, oh.
One of the issues I have with Duke is people love the
Duke is canceled. The game is canceled.
What? Duke got canceled?
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's terrible.
COVID news coming out of Duke.
Out of Duke? So what happened? Didn't they do that before? And whoever had the COVID gets booted?
They said canceled. So we wasted a lot of time on nothing there. Sounds like our show. California Baptist against Seattle. Norfolk State against North Carolina Central. We should call Romanelli. We should just call him. I don't care if he's in class or whatever. We should just call him. Ron, who do you like in the Norfolk State North Carolina Central game? UC Irvine against Cal Poly. USC against Utah. Penn State. No, we'll just go with those. No, we'll keep going. Wisconsin, Penn State, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Utah State, UNLV, Sam Houston versus Lamar, UConn, DePaul, Southern Miss, South Carolina. Brian, any of those?
Yeah, I think Wisconsin puts Penn State out of their misery. That's just Wisconsin's just in a different class than Penn State. No. 5.5 really isn't too big of a line. I think Badgers cover pretty easy. I'm going to ride the hot Tar Heels and take care of Virginia Tech. I just think they have the better roster, even though Virginia Tech is ranked. I think North Carolina wins this one by 6 or 7. So I'm going to go North Carolina and Wisconsin.
I don't know about. You don't think that? So both those games that you picked, right? Because you're a line guy, right? But both those games that you picked, I think, have the oddest lines out there. I think like the Wisconsin line dropped, right? I like Wisconsin in that game too, but but the line dropped in that game. And then in the North Carolina game, it's like they're begging you to take Carolina. It's like after they scored 101 points yesterday, and it's like playing against Virginia Tech, kind of an under-the-radar generic team. I know they're ranked, but, I mean, they're generic. And, against the North Carolina Tar Heels, and the line is 3, you would think it would be a touchdown, at least 5. At least.
I think you'll see it go to 4.5, but
I don't know, man. I like Virginia Tech in that one. The books can beg me all they want to play the Tar Heels. It's not going to happen. We'll let them suck Brian's money out of him. Rod. Brian's like, I don't like that 3 anymore.
No, I'm mad because that stupid Florida State game ruined my 5-pack.
Well, hurry up.
God damn it. Yeah. I'm going to have to add one to replace it after the show. But.
Yeah, I think Penn State's done too. Give me Wisconsin. Penn State on the road, not so good. I like Wisconsin in that one. And I like UConn over DePaul. I'll lay the 12.5. UConn beats up on DePaul. I think that's a 20-point win there. I don't think DePaul can hang with UConn. And I also like Sam Houston. I think Sam Houston's a better team than Lamar. Double-digit win for Sam Houston in that one. Sam Houston.
Anything else?
No, that's all I like about it. We're up to 9.
All right. I like Wisconsin also, but I don't love it as much as these guys do. I like USC against Utah, but I could see USC losing. I mean, it's like that's how they are. I think USC is a team that could win the whole thing, Final Four team, or they could be out in the first round. They've been so the problem with USC in March. Okay, and here's the problem with them is they can't hit free throws. If you're like a team that hits like 50% of your free throws, you're dead in March. And that's what USC is. And that's why they're not on my premium picks today. An easy win which should be an easy win over Utah. I like UConn against DePaul also. They're my pick to win it all, so I might as well start riding them now. I think the days off, like if there was a team where 5 days off is going to help them, is UConn. They have some young guys, and then Book Knight, of course, is still nursing that injury. So, any time that he has to rest that, and also the young guys, to kind of get more together. Jackson's, he's going to be, the guy, right, eventually. But right now he looks a little raw. But I like him. I like UConn. Also, I like South Carolina against Ole Miss a lot. I don't like betting against Frank Martin in March. That's for sure. This guy's been to the Final Four with the Gamecocks when little was expected of them. Remember that a couple years ago? Sindarius, what was his name? Sindarius Thornwell. This guy got him all the way to the Final Four. Amazing. Speaking of guys you don't want to bet against in March, Shaka Smart and the Texas Longhorns take on Texas Tech. Weber State against Montana. Old Dominion, North Texas. New Mexico State. Texas Rio Grande Valley. UC Riverside, Hawaii. Colorado State. Fresno State. Colorado against Cal. 2-point line drop right out of the gate. Brian.
I'm going to go with New Mexico State here, minus the 11.5. Utah Grand Valley, what have they lost? Like 5 straight games. New Mexico State playing solid basketball. I think they win this game by 20. I think that's one of the better late plays is New Mexico State Lobos there.
That's it?
Yep, numero uno.
All right, Rod?
I'm with you. I like New Mexico State over Texas Rio Grande Valley. Rio Grande Valley only 4-6 coming in. They limped in. Only 1-6 against the number. That's a good one right there. I think they get a 15, 20-point win in that one. I like North Texas over Old Dominion here. North Texas. I know it was a weird game looking yesterday, but they got the win and got the job late. I think they do the same here in this one. And the other one I like is FAU. I'll take FAU again. Won yesterday. I think that's way too many points against the La Tech team. I think FAU comes and hangs. I don't know if they win it outright, but I think they definitely hang with La Tech today. Too many points. Take FAU plus the 7.5.
I like Colorado State against Fresno State. Colorado State's one of those teams that I had circled at the beginning of the season, so got to keep them circled now. I also like Texas against Texas Tech because I bet on Shaka Smart every March and always. I would say I'm plus money on Shaka Smart in March over the last 10 years. And I'm playing with Shaka money. Shaka. I like Colorado against Cal. This line's going the wrong way. Cal beat them the last time at Cal. Colorado's going to make them pay and pay and pay. Colorado has a tough defense. They have been one of the most underrated teams all season long. 20-7 for the Buffs. So underrated. Also, last year in this tournament, in this exact spot, on this exact day, they lost to Washington State in what was the final game of the college basketball season last year. Yesterday, March 11th, was the day it all ended. It was actually yesterday's round of games, but it was March 11th was the day. And, I'm going to take Colorado here, and they're going to lay the wood to Cal. I'm just upset I'm not going to be in Vegas to see it. But anyways, that's it for college basketball. Brian, what are you selling for college basketball today?
Super excited off a 4-1 day, 3-0 on Monday. This is my Thursday Bankrupt Your Book 5-pack. 4 college basketball, 1 NBA. Over the last 4 years of college basketball, I'm 497 and 412, 55% winners for a profit of close to $39,000. So check out my 5-pack, 5 plays, $50, pickdogs.com, premium pick section.
Right.
And for me, I've got morning pack went off. So I have an afternoon 3-pack. I'll probably reconstitute this here because I guess the real early game just went off the board. So I'll reconstitute. I have a 5-pack. I'll have 4 college basketball and 1 NBA up there in momentarily. Right now I have an afternoon triple up there, but I'll put up a 5-pack. You'll have 4 college basketball, 1 NBA up there.
I have an early 3-pack, and I will have a late 5-pack up shortly. Still getting them in because, like I said, I was up early doing videos and then also helping customers who might have problems logging in or whatever. So we do what we can. But like I said, early 3-pack, I'll have a late 5-pack. I'll be adding shortly. Let's get to the NBA. Also, our YouTube premium, right? Our YouTube premium got What were we yesterday? What was our record? I know I hit both of my games.
I went 1
I had
and
both
1.
my games. So
1 and 1 for me. I had the only loser.
So we went 2, 4, 5, 5 and 1. And then what were the consensus ones? I can't.
Nice.
What those were. Rice? Oh, yeah, Rice was 1, yeah. So 6 and 1.
Nice.
No, 7 and 1 because you gave out what was the other consensus? Colgate?
No, it was
the other
Bucknell.
side.
Oh, it was the other side. Yeah, that's right. It was
My
Bucknell. 6 and 2.
Bisons let me.
So
down.
6 and 2 is the premium.
6 and 2.
6 and 2.
I usually don't count consensus ones, but
Nice. That's really what it's all about. Let's get to the NBA. I'm guessing we have a jerk here in the comments. I can't find them. Gotta find it in here. Pain in the ass. I'll get to it. Anyways, we go to the NBA. I'm sorry to our audience that I'm not 100% on top of my game here. I'm trying to do customer service, moderate the comments, moderate the show, and look at what I'm going to put in for my late premium picks all at the same time. But anyways, the show must go on. Celtics, Nets, Hornets, Pistons, Raptors, Hawks, Heat, Magic. Brian, any of those?
yeah, I'm going to be jumping on the Detroit Pistons plus the points. They burnt me a couple times, but I've also won a good amount of times with the Detroit Pistons. Line open at 5.5, dropping to 4.5. Significant amount on the Hornets here. I think the Pistons. I think this is a one possession win for either team. I'll take the points. And the Boston Celtics big time plus the 2.5 against the Nets. I bet it this morning at +3. It opened at 3.5. Late into the night, those Filet-O-Fishes are going to be all over the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to be on the Boston Celtics. It wouldn't shock me if they beat the Nets outright.
For me, I'm going to go the other way. The Pistons on the road. I still don't trust the Pistons on the road. I'll take the Hornets. I'll lay the 4.5 and play with the healthy Hornets team who is finally at 100% now this year. So I'm going to take the Hornets in that one. I'm with you. I like the Celtics here as well. Give me Celtics plus the points. All of the Filet-O-Fishes are on the Nets. So I think the Celtics come to play here. And we're going up to the 5:30. We're doing I like the Raptors as well. Give me the Raptors plus the 3 at home here. I just don't trust the Hawks here. Hawks team that don't play any defense. And the Raptors were playing good hoops heading into the All-Star break. So give me the Raptors plus the points in that one.
Is there somebody out for the Raptors that had opened at -1? Is that +3? Looks odd.
Probably so. I think Lowry or something. Someone's out. But the Raptors are deep. I'm not worried.
Oh, I see. This guy he's too cheap to buy the premium, so he has to lie about it. But what he doesn't realize is that if you're a premium person, there's an indicator, right, that you're a premium person. You can't figure that out.
Aye.
So it's like
It's only $30 a month.
lots of idiots out there. Lots of them.
I keep seeing games that I like as I'm sitting here. I have to write them down.
Yeah, there's tons. I like the Hornets here against the Pistons. It's a lean on the Nets. I like the Hawks against the Raptors with everybody out, right, on the Raptors. Like, I should cancel that game. And I like the Heat against the Magic. We've got the Bulls and the Sixers. Sixers, Embiid and Simmons both out. Bucks, Knicks, Pelicans, Timberwolves, two teams that I hate betting on. Hopefully you guys saw my video. And Thunder, Mavericks. Brian, any of those?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take the Sixers plus the 4 points. I know Simmons and Embiid are out, but we've seen teams step up with out big players. And the Chicago Bulls are no world beaters. And the way the money looks, to me, it's screaming the Sixers. So I'll take the Philadelphia plus the points for a strong lean.
Rod, anything?
For me in that one, I'll go the other way. I'll take the Bulls with both those guys out. That's why that line's flopped like that. I'll take the Bulls to win and cover 76ers without Embiid and Simmons have not won a game. So I'll take the Bulls. And we're at the. I also like the Knicks and the Bucks. Give me that's just too many points. The Knicks defense solid. I'll take the plus points in that one. Knicks can keep it closer than that.
How about the Mavericks yesterday coming back against the Spurs? Ezreal kicking the balls for the Spurs guy.
It was Spurs couldn't hit a bucket at the end of the fourth quarter. It's not like they just nothing would fall. Nothing. They went ice cold at the end of the game. It happens.
All right. I like the Knicks against the Bucks. I like the Bulls. I like the Mavericks in that spot. And I took the Timberwolves in the video. I hate betting on both those teams, but I think I hate betting on the Pelicans more. So take the Timberwolves.
Did we go down to 9 o'clock?
I took those four. We did those 4 games.
I apologize. I also like the Thunder plus the points against the Mavericks on a back-to-back.
Which makes me like the Mavericks more.
Thunder can get a cover there.
I don't know. I think it's looked pretty good. Swoosh, swoosh.
We got Rockets and the Kings, the Heat, Suns, and the Clippers, Warriors. Any of those three?
Yeah, I'm going to lean to the Sacramento Kings. I think you're going to see them really start to take off in the second half. They really limped into the All-Star break, to say the least, but I think they can handle the Rockets at home. Then I really like the Phoenix Suns to continue their stellar play. A line open at 2.5. It's at 4.5. I don't think that's high enough yet. I think they kick the crap out of the Blazers. I'll take Phoenix there.
See, here's a comment that I don't understand. It says, his question in the chat, it says, opinion on Al McMorty, right? I don't understand how his record, his documented picks, broken down by year, sport, and day, can supersede anybody's opinion. And if somebody can explain that to me, I would love to know, because it will help us as a company, give you guys the information that you're looking for. I don't understand how somebody's validation or not validation would supersede a guy's record, reputation, and his entire pick history, pick by pick, sport by sport, day by day, week by week, month by month. Am I missing something here? Brian, you've been in this industry a while.
Big Al's one of the most stand-up guys.
But I mean, not just him, but in general.
Yeah. Just look at the record. You can go back since he's been on the site and check every single pick.
No. He says, I think they're confused because their site only shows their winning record, not their losing record. No. It shows every single pick.
Every pick.
Every single pick. Every single pick.
Yeah.
Every single pick. It shows every single pick. This guy, it's like, there it is, right here. You know, it's like you look. This is the type of person, and I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Okay, because is that this is the type of person that's never going to buy anything. Right, they're never going to buy a pick, and that's fine. Look how much free stuff we have. Right, there's a reason we have all this free stuff. Right, it's like I do it because I love it, and everybody knows that. Right, I did it when I was in a situation where there were guys that all they cared about was the money, and everything was all about the money, and it's like I don't even want to be with you people, But it's like it's just ridiculous, man. It's like you're not gonna buy, I don't care, but don't lie, It's like every pick is there, every single pick, win, lose, sideways, whatever. Like if you don't have a piece of paper to write down the picks, and if you want to calculate it a way that we don't calculate it, you don't have a piece of paper, send me your name. My email is mitch@pickdogs.com or mitch@sportschatplace.com. Shoot me an email, send me your name and your address, and I'll send you a piece of paper and a pencil. And it's really not that difficult. It's not. But we'll do it. I'll do it. You guys. I'm a man of the people. I got pencils. I got paper. I got all these things. I'll send you one of these.
I think we need pick dog pencils.
Yeah. Oh, we can get those. We can get those.
My son would love to take those.
Go online and design them and order them up. I'll give you my credit card. Go ahead, Brian.
They'd be cool.
Go ahead. Do them up.
All right. We'll work on that.
You do it up and just send me the bill. I'll pay it.
I got to get some pens though too because I go through pens like in other business.
No, of course. We'll do pens, pencils. We'll do the whole freaking thing. We'll get a couple $1,000 for it. Let's do it. Whatever it takes. I don't care. I just don't have time to do it. Is the problem. Brian loves piling the stuff on my plate.
Timberwolves kind of looks a little. Minnesota looks a little bit tempting here. I don't know against the Pelicans.
But it's like you see where I put it back on his plate, and all of a sudden I was like, I don't know.
Hey, I'm trying to go on a hike today.
I think it's so you're going on a hike. I'm sitting here, you don't even understand.
I don't understand what that guy's complaint was, really.
I don't even understand. I don't understand the complaint. I don't understand the other question. Anyways, not going to waste any more time on it. And apologize for wasting the time on it. If you buy my weekly package today, you would not get next Thursday and Friday. You wouldn't get it. Maybe I should do a 9-day. Buy my package today, my weekly, you get 2 extra days. Next Thursday and Friday. I'm not doing that.
Or buy the 30-day plan.
I'll just give myself more work to do.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that sounds like a lot more work.
Yeah.
And Brian wasn't piling it on.
No bonus code today.
I would like to do it. There's no bonus code for us?
Thirsty Thursday.
No bonus.
Thirsty Thursday.
No bonus?
Oh.
Bonus code today.
I don't know. Bonus code? Moron. Did we cover these late games?
Yep.
I'm betting against the Clippers just because that's what I do. I don't even need to explain it to anybody.
I'm gonna bet against the Suns because I think Booker's going to be out. So I'm gonna take the Blazers plus the points. I think that's why the line moved. 2 points. That's why the line moved. I'm gonna take the Blazers plus the points.
Went to -4.5 from 2.5. Why would Booker be an out cause the Suns to be a bigger favorite? Unless I'm late on the line. Looks like Booker's playing to me, but yeah, to me it looks like he's playing.
Yeah, I didn't hear Booker wasn't playing. Portland's gone to +4.5 in that game.
Yeah, my bad.
Doesn't look like Booker's not playing.
No. Well, it still says he's questionable. So.
Yeah, so is LeBron every day.
He's always kind of questionable. No,
It all depends if LeBron feels like playing that day.
Yeah.
How about Bittler's attitude? Is that questionable?
My bada bing shirt on.
It is March. Bittler's attitude is always questionable. All right, speaking of questionable, I don't know why we do it, but we do it. Go to the NHL. I think I hit some winners. I think I had the smudges with the lucky penny yesterday. Again.
Smudges again, yeah.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Montreal.
5, 6, 7, 10 NBA, 10 NHL games today. Oh man, why?
Yeah.
Boston Rangers, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Islanders, Devils, Flyers, Capitals, Hurricane, Predators. Any of those?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Flyers. The line isn't my typical. It's line's moving the other way, but I just think the Flyers are the better team. They're at home. No reason they can't take the Capitals out here. And I'm going to give the Blue Jackets a shot at plus money against Florida. I lost on them the other night doing that, but I just think the Blue Jackets split this series here. I'll take the plus money in the Columbus Blue Jackets.
For me, we're going to take. I'll take Boston Bruins on the puck line here at home. They're solid at home. They beat up the Rangers, win by 2. I think Pittsburgh does the same. They can beat up Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo made it a 1-goal game against the Flyers, but the Flyers are definitely not looking like the Flyers. So I'll take the Penguins and puck line in that one. And the Islanders are just solid at home. I'll take the Islanders at home. And the puck line over the Devils. And I like Washington over the Flyers. Like I said, the Flyers just not looking the same. They're only 5-7 on the puck line at home. They're 7-3 at home, but the Rangers or Capitals are also 7-3 on the road. So I'm going to take Washington. And I'm still going to stick with the Panthers. Panthers playing solid this year. 9-2 on the road. Columbus has big defensive issues, and they're 6-5 at home. 7-7 on the puck line at home. I think the Panthers get another win over them. Give me the Panthers.
Be nice to see Florida win a Stanley Cup, huh? Be odd.
What they have to beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's true.
They have to beat Tampa Bay.
F Tampa Bay. They're like the Yankees of hockey.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, it's coming up again. Didn't they just play Detroit? They're going to play them again.
Did you go, Brian?
Yep.
All right. Got Florida. Did you go, Rod? You're good?
Yep. Yeah, we're good.
Florida, Columbus. Toronto against the Jets again. Red Wings against the Lightning again. Blackhawks, Stars, Flames, Canadians. Brian?
Yeah, I hope I'm not late to the dance. Rod really nailed the Jets the last time. I think I'm going to jump on them this time. It's just a ton of value with a team that's just as good as Toronto, and you're getting plus 160 or so. And I'm going to take a shot with Detroit Red Wings at plus 300. Most likely, this is just a degenerate pick. I'm going to throw $100 on it just for some action. It's just way too much. Minus 340 to bet Tampa Bay. That's too rich for my blood. So I'll go with the Red Wings and Winnipeg Jets.
All right.
For me, I'm going to take Detroit, the plus 1.5. You probably get pretty close to even money on that. If some places you can find plus money on that, I think that's a 1-goal game again. Looks like it was last time. And yeah, the Jets. Look at the price here. That's a great value. We'll take the Jets again. Mitch's dog of the day. I don't know if it was the dog of the day today, but definitely take the Jets over the Leafs again. Good value in that one. And best free play of the day, take Calgary over Montreal. Montreal had to play last night in Vancouver, and that was a late game. It was like 11 Eastern time start. They were playing hockey after midnight. And then now they have to fly into Calgary and play Calgary. No, we'll take Calgary at home at that low price. Calgary money line in that one. And the last one, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Take the Dallas Stars. Take the Dallas Stars on the puck line. We can beat up again on Chicago again.
That's a good pick. I think I stole 3 of your picks today, Robert.
Cool.
All right. Wraps up our NHL segment. Thanks for playing. We got some excellent parting gifts for you on that one.
Check out the preview show on YouTube.
Nothing fun about that for me. Anyways. To upgrade to the Late Show, if you can't do it on your phone, try it on the desktop. I Googled. So here's what I did. I get this question every day. Okay, and I don't know how hard this is, but so this is what I typed into YouTube to find the answer on how to do this, because I don't know how to do it, right? So I typed into Google, and this is what we do, right? We don't know how to do it, so we type into Google. So this is what I typed. Upgrade YouTube membership. I typed that into Google, and it comes out right on top in bold print. 5 steps exactly how to do it. So I'll put those in the comments. I just copy, and what I do is I just take that, I leave it up on my screens on every computer that I have. And when I get the question, the email or the chat, I just copy it from there, I paste it in, and I send it. And that's all I do. So that's how you do it. You go to upgrade YouTube membership, and it will give you exactly what I'm going to send you. And I'm going to post it right now in the comments if it will let me post something that long. I'm not sure if it does. Try it. So here it is. Oh, I'm over. It's 292 of 200 is all you get. Oh, well. Let me see something if it lets me do this. Yeah, I'll do it in 2 parts. There it is. Anyways, hopefully you guys have jumped on the YouTube Premium. I know some people it's not for everyone, and that's fine. Like I said, I think most people are pretty happy about it. So whatever, as long as you guys, I don't like it. For me, it's extra work and less money. But if you guys like it, I'll continue to do it. If we start to see a decrease in membership, we'll probably pull the plug on it. So we'll do. If you guys want it, we'll do it. If you don't, we won't. It's not one of those things that we can kind of just leave there, continue to do, and if it's like on the website, it's like there could be something that 5 people use, that never really caught on, and we just leave it there, and it's no harm, no foul. But on this, it actually is some extra effort, especially that late show. It's kind of like you got to stop what you're doing and do the show. And for me, it's like I have to be around a computer to have everybody around. So I don't get out of the house much. It'll be interesting in baseball. There's going to be some light days and stuff. We'll figure it all out. I'll have to, mess with the format, as they say. Anyways, parlay time. I'm on the heater on the parlays. I will jinx myself by saying that I have hit 2 3-teamers in a row on this show. I hit my 2-teamer on YouTube yesterday. Some guy said you've been off lately. Okay, I've had 2 losing days in March, and neither of them were like crushing losing. They were like 1 and 2 losing days. It's like in my premium picks, I hit 2 3-team parlays in a row. I also yesterday I said if you must throw in Iowa State. At the end of my parlay, I said, and if you must. So I actually had a 4-team parlay on yesterday's show. And someone wrote, your picks have been off lately. It's like, I'm not going to win them all. I guarantee it. The only guys who win them all are the guys on Twitter who get to change their account when they lose. And I don't even think those guys win them all either, do they? Rod's more on top of that stuff than I am. He knows like all the
Yeah, those guys don't win them all.
Rod knows
and they
everything.
disappear.
Rod knows everything. Anyways, speaking of knowing everything, what's your parlay, Rod?
We're going to go with Kent State plus the points, Miami, Ohio plus the points, UTSA plus the points. Parlay those 3 teams up.
Brian.
Amazing. Me and Rod almost right on to agree. I got UTSA plus the points, New Mexico State minus the points, and Kent State plus the points for my parlay.
Georgetown, money line. Syracuse, money line. Florida Gators. Those are mine. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate every one of you. You guys are the best. I love March Madness. Tomorrow's going to be another big show like this. I don't think the field whittles down. I guess it does. Tomorrow it starts to whittle down a little bit, right? Because Saturday,
it's like Christmas Day for handicap.
Yeah, Saturday will be some conference championship games, and then Sunday's usually a light day, 5 or 6 games, and then Selection Sunday. We'll have all the picks up, of course, immediately as they announce the brackets. 2 years ago, I did a live bracket show as they announced the brackets. So maybe we'll do that this year as well. As they announce the brackets, we'll kind of just sit here and say, oh, that.
Was that 2 years ago? Because I remember we all sat around at Dana Lane and a bunch of guys we had. Or was that 3 years ago? Virginia won it that year, whatever year that was.
3 years.
2 years ago.
2 years. 2 years ago.
That was with Tony T.
That was a long one. That was like 2.5 hours, I think.
For me, that was a lifetime ago. That was a lifetime ago for me, man. It's a whole different world I lived in.
I think I had 3 of the 4 teams I picked in the Final Four.
After all they did for us.
Yeah, well, I'm good.
What exactly did you do? It's like
I don't even want to think where I was.
Wait, Brian, you worked and they paid you for it. After all I did for you, it's like, what exactly did you do? What exactly was that you did? They hit us low, we hit them low. They hit us high. It's like, oh man, I go on all day. That's how I get in trouble. Anyways, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Those of you that are premium members will have that video posted shortly. Probably have some bonus picks on the shows today as well. I've got a ton of premium picks. Well, not a ton. I have 8 college basketball premium picks. Early 3-pack, late 5-pack, and I haven't even put in any NBA. These guys all have packages. Brian formed 1 yesterday. So
you added 5 plays while we were sitting there?
I had 3 in. So I just added 2, and I knew what they were. So I just added.
Well, it's tough to do a write-up while you're on the talking.
I don't do great write-ups. I admit it. My write-ups are not good, and these were especially poor. But anyways. Oh man, I'm gonna guess a lot of people's I'm getting an email from one of the guys who's a good guy, one of the good guys, and he sent me an email and it said, I think my YouTube expired. How do I resubscribe? So
everybody has to sign back up?
I think normally it's
it says reoccurring, but
yeah, I'd almost guarantee it'd be reoccurring unless you cancel it.
And then I get this one I got from a guy who said, "Can I get unblocked on YouTube?" But he doesn't tell me what his YouTube username is, so I don't have no idea. How would I know?
Yeah, that doesn't help you if you don't know the name. I couldn't find no comment. What was this comment on McMorty? What the heck happened with that? That was just random. What did he do wrong?
I don't know. Here's it. Well, our member should continue automatically. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I guess I'll find out if the video doesn't show up.
I guess you can Google it. I don't know.
Somebody says it auto renews unless your payment info isn't up to date.
That sounds right.
So if your payment, so they might have tried to, maybe they tried to auto renew, but his payment information isn't up to date. That could be his issue.
Man, Arizona State looks good.
West Virginia looks good now too. West Virginia.
All right. Well, anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. We're going to try and act more professional.